All right, so I'm in Arlington Heights in front of the famous Knights of Columbus. And why is it famous? Because it was in the Dead on Arrival Fall Out Boy video. But Fall Out Boy did film Dead on Arrival at this venue. Even has my friend Mikey in it in a thong. I think he was in my band Trainwreck at the time. And there's a bunny running across the street over here. But so, and he has EYC, Mikey had an EYC across his stomach, which stood for Elgin Youth Crew. But yeah, anyway, there it is. Spent a lot of my a lot of my early 20s and stuff going to concerts here instead of going out and partying. This place means a lot to me, so it's a shame that there's not really many shows or anything like that at like VFWs and stuff like that. But I started going here, bunch of ska shows and stuff back in the day. Then slowly transitioned from ska to hardcore. Avenged Sevenfold is played here. God forbid. So many hardcore bands. Another Victim. So Rise Against. It's Warzone here. It was Rabies' last show because I think once he got back to New York, he passed away on September 11th, which is crazy because we all know about New York and September 11th. But this was his last show. His last show was here. Venue, small little Knights of Columbus scene bands, Hatebreed, so one of the first times I met Tim from Rise Against was his band Baxter was playing here. So Baxter, Killing Tree, all of Tim's band, Shane Merrill used to do a ton of shows out here and bring in a lot of hardcore shows. One of the first times I saw Fall Out Boy was here, and I think we figured out that it was one of the heists that Shane put on, but he barely remembered having Fall Out Boy on the bill, and I think it was before they actually had a record deal, or like one of their first shows. Pete and I think Pete and Joe, I think they were wearing like baby blue shirts and stuff, and it was just a bunch of hardcore guys standing there, and he's like, yeah, we wore the baby blue shirts for the girls, but there was no girls there. So it was the first time I saw Fall Out Boy. I wasn't amazingly impressed and stuff, and we've known Pete forever, from Extinction, hardcore band that he was in with Jim Grimes and Dead Stop. and then he was also in Arma Angeles.
Take control! Breathe! Take control! Breathe! Take control! Breathe! Take control!
Which played a couple shows. They played Hellfest up in New York and Syracuse, New York, Hellfest. I think it was the one at the Sportsplex, I think, or something. And I can't remember if they played the one at the fairgrounds. But anyways, my little story with Joe from Fall Out Boy. So Joe came with us up to Hellfest, and it was like his first time being out from being away from home, so he had to call his mom up and check in a bunch, and we all thought that was, you know, kind of funny. But after the first day of Hellfest, he decided to go with Joe decided that he was gonna go with Pete Wentz and go to CBGB's instead of staying at Hellfest. And we thought that was ridiculous because there were so many great bands playing Hellfest. And as much as I liked Arma Angeles, I was like, no way I'm gonna drive another 3 hours to watch Arma play. But it probably would have been my only chance to see a show at CBGB's since it's closed down. So he parted ways with us, but it was definitely a fun time with Joe, you know, taking him out of state. It was probably one of his first times going on a road trip, so. But yeah, it was crazy, you know, knowing these guys from way back in the day and seeing how, you know, they evolved and made careers and stuff out of playing music and stuff. So many memories from this venue, so many awesome people I've met over the years, and I've done a little bit more video of how the neighborhood is growing up. They're built in this huge complex over here, and the whole parking lot in the back is all houses now, and I got some footage of it, and I might tap it on the end of this video, but mostly, you know, doing the Dead on Arrival filming location. Woohoo! And I guess Ashbury or something out in New Jersey is also in the video. We are gonna be out in New Jersey, Atlantic City, and we might be doing some Kevin Smith filming locations. We might stop at the Quick Stop, and we might go out to the boardwalk and stuff, and maybe some Chasing Amy stuff. I don't know. Everything is fluid. Everything keeps changing. But we're going out to we're flying into Philadelphia, so we're gonna have some history coming up in some future videos. So if you guys like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified of future videos, and if you like it, I'll know to make more of it. So this is enough of the name dropping, whatever, I'm cool video. See you guys later. I am here in Arlington Heights. I got a service call at 8 o'clock. It is only 7, and it is right by where I spent most of my 20s going to concerts at the Knights of Columbus here on Hickory. I figured I might want to film this because everything looks like it's all getting torn down or upgraded, but met a lot of amazing people at this venue over the years. Just being a little nostalgic, being in Arlington Heights and having an hour to kill. I'm doing a service call right behind here where we built a bunch of houses over where the Jewel and the Ace Hardware used to be, the Subway in the back. And they're still jamming in houses back there. Added a bunch of different roads and stuff. So my mom grew up here. She went to the Arlington Heights school, which is now like a Catholic school now. Over there, the park and recreation or whatever, it's probably one of the first in-ground pools I ever went to with my grandma. My great grandma lived across the street at these other apartments. So there we go. So that used to be a jewel back there and a bank. So, but yeah, little Knights of Columbus, man. So record it before it's gone. But they got a big, huge building going up here. Put in a bunch of row houses here. So they're jamming in stuff here. So that is insane. They took all the parking that used to be behind the Knights of Columbus. And now it's all houses back here. And you used to get in trouble if you parked behind the bowling alley over here. At least they still got parking. Maybe they still let the Knights of Columbus people park there. Used to be a little liquor store here, right down the street from the Knights of Columbus. This is where I used to get water and drinks. Freaking big. There's that monstrosity, man. Commercial building getting jammed in here. Arlington Heights is growing up and up, man. I'd assume since they're jamming in that huge freaking building and stuff, that maybe this is gonna be some trendy little shop now instead of the liquor store. They painted the front ends and remodeled it and stuff, but still looks like a junky little liquor store. Yeah, Jewel used to be right there. A bank on the end. Ace Hardware over here. It's not bad. Kept me working, so. But how things change. And I'm only really recording this for myself. Yeah, just to remember and show anyone interested that remembers, you know, what this area was like. So it's like a then and a now, and then in another 40 years, well, 23 years, you can look back and see the future slums. I don't know. So, got 3 more houses crammed in back here beyond the bowling alley. It is crazy that the pool area still looks exactly the same as it did like 40 something years ago. But yeah, it's like one of the first pools I've ever got the privilege of swimming in. My mom lived down that one Dryden. Lived across from St. Vitus down on Dryden there. But and my grandma lived there for a long time. They both passed away. Imagine little Chris in the little splash area. There's a bigger pool. 2 little diving boards. This is probably where I learned to swim. It's a little ankle deep little kid pool though. So these are the apartments, the Dryden apartments now. It's where my great grandma lived. I always remember because it had these little nooks where all the birds used to always make their nests inside the building. But that's still here. This is what you get when you have an hour to kill in Arlington Heights, and you just happen to be right behind where you spend a lot of your 20s and 30s going to concerts, meeting a lot of interesting people. So all your other friends and stuff that you met and kept for a long time, because the hardcore family out here in Arlington Heights was amazing, very accepting and stuff, and felt like a family. And you know, just being a little nostalgic out here, since, you know, My hardcore family was mostly from Mount Prospect and Arlington Heights, and my real family, my mom, my grandma, and my great-grandma lived all around this area. And I was a little baby coming to all these stores and stuff that are now houses that I'm working on. So, yeah. So, yeah, if this was interesting, like and subscribe. If it wasn't, just pass it on by. And we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.